it's time for another review. What's up, everybody? Thanks once again for tuning in. I gotta say, I am pretty excited about this one. This is the unboxing of the Ghost of Battlefield figure, better known as Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. Now, I will say that this is the deluxe version of this, so this comes with the extra base that it comes with. And like I said, there's been a few reviews for this already online, so I'm not really going to go too much into all of the accessories because it's kind of like just repeating itself over and over again. So we will briefly go over some of the things that he gets, but really I want to jump into the photos that I really have been wanting to take of this figure. I've already had quite a number of ideas in mind. But there's a few things that, based off of the other things that I saw, I really wanted to see it here. And so therefore, pretty much the big highlights and the things that caught my attention is the stuff that I really want to address. So first things first, let's take a look at the figure. He's pretty sturdy. I can already see just a number of pieces that was mentioned before about the metal pieces. So the detail in it already in this area here is really top notch. And that's the thing about VTS. There's been a few figures that VTS has already put out before, and they just put a lot of detail into their stuff, and this is no exception. They did the Revenger figure, which was based off of the Punisher, the Ray Stevenson Punisher, and then they did the VTS Arthur Morgan figure. So I'm just kind of getting the impression that these guys are gamers themselves, so they know about being accurate when it comes to the details of certain figures. So you can see the detail in Jin Sakai's face. I think that is really good, a nice sculpt down to the scar on the cheek and everything. It looks really good. I will say, based off of the accessories that he comes with, I will do my best to try to put the entire outfit on, because I really want to see how he looks completely dressed up with all the outfits. I also like the fact that he doesn't come with any extra pieces for the hands. You literally just take the hand out and swap this out. It kind of saves on all the extra accessories and stuff like that. So I like the fact that it's flexible, that you can remove these pieces from the hand and literally just replace it on any hand that you change it out to. So I think that is really good, good attention to detail for that. So, but yeah, overall, first impression on that, I think it looks really well done. And this is the thing that kind of gets me, is the rope itself. When I put the other outfit on, I really don't want to mess that up. I would like to leave it just exactly the way it is. So I'm going to do the best I can to literally just see if I can put the other outfit on and be able to get that rope back exactly the way it appears here. But he comes with the full outfit, and that's really what I want to leave on and just keep it accurate to how it's supposed to be and how it arrived. Here is the vest that you can put on him, as well as the cape that goes around. So you have the scarf, which I'm gonna figure that out and put that on. This is the vest. Good detail in the vest. I like all the weathering and everything. It looks really well done. So we're gonna attempt to get this on and get this on properly, so that it'll look accurate to photos and whatnot, and also how he looks in the game. I really want to make sure I do this right. Then you have the two capes that he has. He has one that has the weathered look and the torn look, and then the other one that's still weathered but still looks put together. I'd say most likely this is the one that I'm going to use besides this one. I just think that's this just looks, overall this looks better to me. So it would definitely be going with this look as opposed to this one. But either way, they both look really well done. So we have also his mask, which I think the detail is good in that. Looks pretty well done. We're going to figure out how to put this together as well to keep that accurate on there. Then we have his arrows, which really got, I like the fact that it's a metal arrow. This part here, the tips, the feather tips, is plastic. The tip of the arrow feels like it's a metal, probably like an aluminum type. And then you have the arrow itself. It's good as far as it being sturdy. I like that, but you can kind of see, I don't know, from the feathers you can see it's a little bit bent on that, but it's okay. We'll figure something out with that. So you have the different arrows. You have the yellow ones as well as the red ones. So I'll take a look at one of the details in the red ones. So it looks really well done. Again, these are metal pieces here, so it's sturdy. You don't have to worry about it, really being bent too much when it comes to that. The other thing that really grabbed my attention is these swords. I think these are also really well done on that. So you have nice swords on it. They do. I don't know. This kind of feels plastic to me. Just a sturdier plastic. Some things are a little thicker or whatever, but I don't know. This kind of feels more plastic than anything else. So, but either way, the design on it is really good. The sculpting on the entire thing I think is done really well. So you have that, and you have the different sizes. You have all the way down to the short one, short blade. So yeah, this is overall, it's really good. Here's his bow. I believe this is the long bow and not the short one, but still the detail in it is really good. From top to bottom, all the wraps, everything, it looks nicely sculpted. Very nicely done. It's actually pretty loose for the string, but that's good. So yeah, you have detail on that. You have his kunais that are up here at the top. Then you have some extra wrist pegs. You have the smoke bombs and the grenade. And you got your extra hands, which I don't know, for these I would say that it's pretty good as far as the sculpting of the hand. Overall, I think it really, it stands out as far as just having these different kind of hands with these different gestures, but overall, based off of how the hand looks, it's gonna get covered up. So you're not really looking for any kind of extra detail in that, because for the most part it's gonna be covered, so it's okay. But I don't know, it seems to me like the hands look a little too, I don't know, I can't really put my finger. It looks a little too waxy as far as the hands are concerned. But overall, I still say it's good. The important thing for me is really the different gestures. That's the important thing to me. I would only be concerned about the skin tone if I was, just based off of how the figure is and how it's going to be displayed. But again, because there's got these covers that come over the hands, you're really only going to be looking at the fingers. So that doesn't really matter. So, but overall, I say the different gestures of the hands, that's the stuff that's important to me, and that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and remove this tray. Let's get this part out of the way. And here we have the extra base. Let's take a look at this first, because this is one of the other things that really grabbed my attention. I like all the different colors of the leaves. That's really good, and that's really the signature part about the game Ghost of Tsushima. Just the different areas that you can ride to, the different areas and the way they use so many vibrant colors. I think they did a good job as far as doing this base to go along with it for the deluxe version. So that's well done. That's definitely well done. The other piece that we have that I wanted to take a look at, let's see if I can get this back in here. I wanted to see myself the thing that everyone was kind of, you know, making comments on. I wanted to see this fox myself, because I mean, for me, I'm glad I got the fox. I do like the vibrant colors of the fox. The thing about it is that none of the foxes in the game looked like this. They really just tried their best to look like, you know, just regular animals. Nothing really had colors like this. So when I see something like this, when it's painted like this, I would say this is really probably VTS trying to go with a more of an artistic look than trying to be video game accurate. When it comes to the figure itself, I think they were really trying to be accurate with that. But when it comes to the fox, for one thing, the fox is definitely larger than what you saw in the game. They just seem pretty small. So I think that perhaps what VTS was trying to do with this, and this is just a guess, I don't know for sure, but I think what they were trying to do was really just go with what the fox represented. And again, I think they're trying to go for a more of an artistic look than trying to be accurate to the game. So looking at it from that perspective, I think this fox is good. Trying to go for more of an artistic look, I think that was a good choice on it, because this is something they didn't have to include. I mean, it wasn't just the foxes that you had to follow in the game. There were the birds that you had to follow as well. They could have easily just included a bird instead of the fox. So including this into it, I appreciate it, and just overall how it looks, I think it's a really good design. So for me personally, I like it. I like it. So you have those pieces, and again, we're going to put all of the extra accessories together. We're going to put the entire base together, and let's see, we have, this is the other thing that really grabbed my attention that I really like, was the flute that he used to change the weather in the game. I think this is also another piece that's really well done. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other accessory that I actually purchased for this figure. So let's get that out here, and I'm actually going to just kind of do a size comparison using that extra piece for the figure, so we can see how everything looks together. So let's take a look at that. Okay, here we have the full Jin Sakai outfit put together. I gotta say, it was a little easier than I thought it was going to be. One of the things I did, which I would recommend if any of you were going to do this, is what I did was I just took a picture of how it looked before I took everything apart, just so I can have everything accurately put back together. So now he fully has on his vest, and yeah, he's got the cape on. I put the scarf on, and I actually turn the game on real quick too as well, so I can see exactly where each sword went, including the dagger. I knew the small one and the largest one went in the front, and so therefore I knew the medium one went in the back. So I just turned on the game just so I can see exactly how it's supposed to fit in the back, to being accurate to the game. But overall, I would say, yeah, it was really good. The other tough thing, which I would also just say to be careful with when it comes to changing things on the figure, are the hands. You do have to be pretty careful with the hands, because the pegs on this particular one, and I know it varies by figure, because some people, the joints are a little stiffer than others. So for this one, the full wrist peg was coming out, like I couldn't separate it. So I had to be careful that I did not pull the whole thing out, so that this doesn't come out as well and I don't damage that. But for some people, you know, you pull on it and actually the peg will stay in there, and you can be able to just detach the hand and everything will be fine. But that wasn't the case for mine. For this particular one, the full wrist peg came out, so I just had to be careful when it came to not pulling out the material. But I just kind of turned it to the side, swapped out the hand, put everything back, and therefore everything came in pretty well. No damages. Everything is still good and intact. So now that I finally have my figure all dressed out in his full outfit, it's now time to bring in the other accessory that I picked up for him, and that is the horse that I have for him, complete with the Japanese, the Japanese harness for this particular horse as well. So some of you have seen my other videos, you know the horses that I get. So this is a Mr. Z horse, and I went online to Big Bad Toy Store and picked up the harness for him, and the harness comes in different colors. They had this orange. I believe they also had a blue, and I'm not sure. I think they may have had like either a purple or a green. I can't remember exactly which. I think the other one might be a green. But I think the orange was just majority of the one that I kind of used in the game, so I just wanted it to be accurate to that. But it is the pretty much the same harness that you get in the game that he has in the game. So yeah, now I got my horse decked out, and yeah, I'm gonna put him on here, and we'll get some pictures of that just to see how everything looks with the two of them. So yeah, so this is my full setup for the figure, and now let's go ahead and jump into some photos and see what we're able to come up with as far as some good poses and some good pictures. So let's check that out.